Please enjoy this package about Henry Arrowwood from Farmshare, everyone.
Really, since the dawn of civilization, we've always had very close connection to where our food is coming from. We've known the people that are growing our food, that are raising our food. And we're living at a point in time in the 21st century where there's such distance between us and what we buy at the grocery store. We think that something is fundamentally broken here. And so we really recognize this opportunity to strengthen that community and to strengthen that relationship between consumers and where their food is coming from. I'm Henry Arrowwood. I'm the founder of Farmshare, and we're an online farmers market connecting food producers directly with consumers nationwide. My background is in e-commerce, so I had a lot of exposure to the inner workings and the mechanics of how e-commerce industry worked. And during the pandemic, I left San Francisco and I moved to a cattle ranch in Montana. Sort of a spontaneous decision, but my fiance and I were really into Yellowstone at the time, and we decided that's where we would go. And literally before and after my day job, talking with Shopify and Stripe, I was serving as a ranch hand on this ranch. So rolling out hay bales on horseback, tagging cattle, the whole nine.
Got that one down there to tag, and that one over there, she's still working on trying to get it back over.
It became clear to me as I became intimately familiar with beef that there was some major inefficiencies that were plaguing that industry. These independent ranchers that I was working with, they just weren't making what they used to make. And as agriculture became more and more corporatized, it was really shutting down these small ag businesses throughout the country. I'd seen how direct-to-consumer e-commerce had revolutionized so many other businesses and created more streamlined direct-to-market distribution, but agriculture has been sidelined. And I really see what we're doing as not only infrastructure to help these small ag producers survive, but also to thrive and to bring a resurgence of, agriculture as a viable small business. And for the customers, the value was us providing all the benefits of a farmer's market, like transparency and traceability into where your food is coming from and connection to who's producing it. We could provide all of that, but within the construct of convenience that the modern consumer has come to demand.
We don't use any synthetics, no chemicals, no hormones, no implants, and everything here is non-GMO and soy-free.
I live here with my wife and my 3 kids.
Our hang-up is getting the product to you as conveniently as possible for you. Bye.
And that's where Farmshare comes in, because that relieves us of a lot of stress of figuring out how to market our product.
I can spend more time out here with the cattle, doing what I love.
Hi, Shelby.
We're really excited to be able to offer that product to you guys nationwide.
And to help you guys have more access and availability to great, fresh, farm-raised food.
We're at the beginning of the road here. We have 650 producers in queue right now that want to be part of Farmshare. We need some resourcing to stack behind the huge demand that we see from the suppliers trying to get onto our platform. Secondly, we really want to focus on establishing a physical presence with the community that exists today. We want to be there with the producers and help them to direct those customers to their Farmshare store online. And so that they're not waiting just for that third Saturday of every month to connect with that customer, but they can connect with that customer at any time, anywhere. I was always the kid that was tinkering. I was always the kid that was ideating. I was always the kid that was thinking about how things could be different. I have a tattered past of side hustles and things that I tried and experimented with. I always knew that one of those was going to take off and become my full-time gig. The inception of Farmshare really came at the intersection of a lot of my working experience coinciding with this sort of random life experience I had moving to a ranch in Montana. And it was at the convergence of these two that I really felt uniquely positioned to make a difference and to really change and reshape the future of food.
We're gonna close it out, bring it in. Yeah, your fiance's in the crowd, you can't mess up.
Yeah.
Without further ado, please welcome our final founder pitchee, Henry Arrowwood from Farmshare. You ready? Good luck.
Thank you. I want to start by asking the audience a question. Raise your hand if you like going to farmers markets. Throw them up. Pretty much everybody. It's good. I'm gonna guess that you probably like farmers markets for the quality, or maybe it's the connection. There's a whole host of reasons. I love farmers markets too. The reason why I love farmers markets the most, though, is because of the fair financials they provide to small American farmers. But farmers markets are limited. They're both regional and seasonal, and not everybody can participate. I want to tell you a story about my friend Sawyer Cottrell, who you actually saw here in the video. He is a first-generation rancher in Ena, Illinois. Ena, Illinois is a town of less than 3,000 people. His family produces a very high-quality American Wagyu, a product which I imagine most of the audience here tonight values. But people in Ena, they don't really care. And so Sawyer and his family, they don't have an option to sell to their local market. If they want to sell direct to consumer, they have to drive to Chicago. But that's 5 hours away. Now, you're probably thinking to yourself, well, Sawyer, he's got options. He could sell into Whole Foods. He could sell into Kroger. He could sell into Albertsons. But that system is fundamentally broken. When you go to the grocery store, the average dollar that you spend, only 14 cents makes its way back into Sawyer's pocket. That product you buy has changed hands on average 7 times. We have seen e-commerce wash over this country. We've seen entire industries be revolutionized. Small businesses in the wake of the pandemic have benefited from Etsy and Shopify, but agriculture, for the most part, has been sidelined. Until now. Farmshare is building the infrastructure for small American farms to sell online for the first time. In October, we launched a beta with 50 producers from across the country. We had salmon fishermen in Alaska. We had Sawyer and his family in Illinois. We had tropical fruit growers in Florida, and a bunch in between. And during this beta, we were able to successfully prove value we were creating for both sides of the market. For the producers, it was a cost-effective and convenient channel for them to get their product direct to market. They didn't have to schlep their product hours into the closest city. They didn't have to sit at a booth all day in hopes that they could sell their product to some passerby. We leveraged third-party logistics to pick up products directly from their farms and send it directly to consumers. And those consumers, well, for them, we provided all the value of the farmer's market, that connection, that quality. We provided all of that, but with the convenience that all of us modern consumers demand. During our beta, we generated interest from over 650 producers from around the country. This $500,000 goes directly to bringing those producers online. Right now, we're squarely focused on the more than $10 billion opportunity that exists in direct-to-consumer farm sales. But our vision does not stop there. The future of Farmshare is a future where we're providing the infrastructures to help small ag businesses across this country manage their end-to-end life cycle, to capture a more than $100 billion opportunity. You know, 100 years ago, more than 20% of this country was farmers in some capacity. Today, that number is less than 2%. Small American farms are dying. They're being engulfed by big ag, who prioritize profits over our health, over our animals, over our planet. Today, you all have an opportunity to join Farmshare in our mission to revolutionize and reshape the future of food, to extend the desperately needed lifeline to those small American farmers who are the backbone of our country, who care about our health, who care about our animals, who are true stewards of our land. And Farmshare is on a mission to empower these small farmers. And we're on a mission to provide all of you consumers with easy access to responsible food that you can trust, and you can know your farmer, and you can shake the hand that feeds you. No more mystery meat, no more waxed apples. Buy better food straight from the farm. Thank you.
Great job, Henry. Good work.